Hi guys, welcome back to our podcast. On this week's episode, we're going to be just chatting and catching up with you guys about what's been going on in our lives recently. We've definitely had, I feel like, a busy start to the year, and we've had a lot go on. Last month I turned 21.
Woot woot.
So that was crazy. I feel like as a kid you're always like, oh, this age sounds so old. Like, you're so old at that age.
I hate it because I drive by where we used to do our school thing.
Mhm.
And I drove by there and I had this sinking feeling in my stomach where I was like, I'm the old people that I used to look up to. I'm that age now.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be roles reversed where I was looking up and like, oh man, they're so old, they're so cool, they can drive, oh my gosh, they can go to the gas station and get gas, just like stupid stuff that I thought was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm here, it all sucks for the most part.
No,
besides
not all of it.
not all of it, but like the freedom of it is nice.
Yeah.
But looking back on it, like, it's enjoy it so much, and I'm glad I'm realizing that now. But it just
It's funny though, like, because I feel like as a kid, like, every kid has like an age that they like look up to, and they're like, I can't wait to be that age. Like, that's so old, and like da da da. And then like one day you wake up and you're literally that age. Like, I can't believe I'm 21. That's so old. Like, people will be like, how old are you? And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm 21.
which we say we're so old, but in reality, everyone's like, oh, you're just still young.
Which is funny.
You're still so young.
I know, because now we feel really old, even though we're not even like old yet, you know? We're still like technically young, but like thinking back on it, when I was a kid, 21 was so old, and now I'm literally 21. I don't know. It's so crazy. It's such a weird feeling. And the years do really go by fast. You know?
So, since it was your birthday last month, what did you do?
The weekend before my birthday, I had like a little party with my friends.
Mm-hmm.
We all went out to this really cute little pizza place, and like they all met up with me, and we had just a little party. We all ate dinner, and then we had like a cake, and we just like hung out and took pictures and stuff. Yeah.
Did y'all play anything? Because I know there's like things to do there, but I didn't know if y'all did anything outside of that.
No, we didn't do anything outside. The place we went to, they have like games and stuff outside. We didn't end up doing that. We just kind of like sat in the room that we had rented out, and just like everybody just ate and talked and like took pictures, and then
kind of lame.
Ate cake.
Would have challenged you.
It was fun.
Well, I'm glad you thought it was fun.
There was too many people to go play like games.
Rotations.
No, there's like 12 of us or something. That would have taken forever.
Fair enough.
But it was really fun, and I don't know. I just realized, like, as you get older, like, everybody's so busy and they have things going on in their own lives, you know?
Yeah.
And so it meant a lot to me that like that many of my friends like took time out of their schedules to like
show up and see you.
Come be supportive and like want to celebrate me, and it just meant a lot. And then they all like got me like really sweet gifts, which I didn't expect anyone to get me anything, so that was really, really sweet as well. And I don't know, I feel like when you get older you just treasure things more, because you like see the time and the money and the effort people have to put into things, you know? Like, I know it takes effort to get off of work or like schedule the time to like go to things like that,
have someone watch your kids while you go to the store, or take your kids to the store, or
so that meant a lot that they all set time aside to come celebrate me. And then like the gifts, that means a lot too, because obviously
that's still
as
time.
Adults you're paying for bills, and like you just have a lot on your plate, and like I don't know, I feel like you just appreciate things more when you get older.
Yeah.
And so anyways, it just meant a lot to me, and everybody was really, really sweet, and it was honestly probably the best birthday party I've ever had.
What? It tops the 16?
I think you're thinking 18.
Was it 18? Where you had everyone over?
To my house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tops that, dude. That one
because
I had a lot of fun. That
one was fun. That was really fun with you. But I don't know if you remember this or not, but like some of my best friends were being a little
dramatic.
Yeah,
I forgot.
And so
Yeah, I forgot.
That kind of ruined that party. Literally every year that always happens. Like, I'll be having fun, and then I'll have, like, one or two friends that's, like, super dramatic, or, like, they uninvolve themselves from, like, the party, and it literally just ruins my time. But that didn't happen this time.
It's good.
Like, literally, like,
Everyone stayed involved.
yeah.
That's good.
It was just really fun, and, like, everybody who came was just super nice, and, like, literally, I don't think hardly any of them knew each other. There was a couple that, like, knew each other, but a lot of them were just, like, people who didn't really know other people.
Yeah.
And it was just cool to see them all show up and just, like, hang out with people and just talk. I love people that can do that, you know? Like, they'll show up even if they don't know other people, and they're just friendly, and they'll hang out, and, you know, it's just a good time.
Yeah, you don't want to be that awkward person that shows up in the corner. That one's rough. Because I've been that person at multiple occasions where I'm the person in the corner. I hate talking to new people.
I mean, it's definitely intimidating. But, you know, when, like, friends, even if friends just, like, show up, honestly, that means a lot, you know?
Yeah, well, that's big.
But, yeah, it was really fun, and I feel like everybody got along really well, and, I don't know. So it was fun. I told them all, I was like, yeah, this is probably my last birthday party that I'll ever have.
That's not true. I got a big one planned for 30.
They were all like, no, like, you're going to do another party. Like, we'll plan another party for you. But, I don't know. I kind of just wanted, this is so sad. I kind of just wanted, like, one last party to, like, say goodbye to my childhood, even though I'm, like, literally 21. So I'm technically not really a child anymore, but I still feel like one. So I was like, I feel like I just need to do one more party to, like, know, like, this is my last party. And
you'll have one more. I plan on having a big one on 30.
I don't know. I don't really want to have another one. Like, honestly, I'd be fine just doing stuff with you for my brother's birthdays.
Nah, 30's a big one.
Or like maybe like a small outing with some of my friends. But yeah. So that's what I did the weekend before my birthday, and then on my actual birthday, you took off work, and I think we just went and got, like, all the freebies. Honestly, it was such a random day. I don't even know. We just got all the freebies, and then we went and visited your grandparents, and
that was it. That was really about it. We went back home.
Yeah, was that all?
Yeah.
I feel like we did something the night before, but I can't remember. Did we just bring the bed into the living room?
Yeah, bed in the living room, watch movies,
and, like, got snacks or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, but it was fun. It was... Yeah, it was a good birthday.
I'm glad.
It felt weird. Like, it didn't feel like my birthday. But I feel like...
as time goes on, that's how it goes. Like, it feels like less and less of a special day.
Yeah, which is so sad. I mean, it still was special, but, like, it wasn't that it wasn't special. It just didn't feel like my birthday. I don't know. It was just weird. Kind of like how Christmas doesn't feel like Christmas anymore.
That one sucks.
You said that.
I know.
Like, this last Christmas, you're like, this doesn't even feel like Christmas.
It just feels like another day, which kind of sucks because it used to be this big event. And now it's just more stuff on my to-do list to go see, go buy, go do,
That's
you
true.
know.
I guess it just goes to show how much, like, effort our parents put into, like, making those days special for us.
Yeah.
You know? Which is something obviously I want to do for our kids, but yeah, I get what you mean. Like, definitely when you're an adult, they just aren't the same. Like, Christmas is just low-key kind of stressful because we have to try to figure out how we're going to go to my family's house and your family's house and, like, do our own thing. We got to get gifts for everybody, which is, like, fun. But obviously there's, like, weight that comes with that. Yeah, because when you're a kid, you don't think about all the extra stuff. But when you're an adult, you know, like, obviously there's a lot of money involved in it and, like, time. You got to find time to do all that stuff. But, yeah. Anyways, so with being 21, obviously you are legally allowed to drink
alcohol.
And so we thought we might, like, talk about that for a second.
Our boundaries with it, what we decide, what we decided for us, how we should carry ourselves in social situations and things of that nature.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people that know me don't know where I stand on that. And I feel like my beliefs on it and, like, standards have changed over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Not, like, drastically, but I mean, I guess kind of drastically. I don't know. Before, I feel like I used to be like, oh, I'll never drink.
Yeah.
But I also grew up in a family where, like, I've never seen my parents drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Once, like, never. So you know, if that's the normal in your household, I feel like that's just what you grow up like thinking, like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, whatever. I have other family members, not in my direct family, but
Mm-hmm.
like distant relatives that I would see drinking and stuff. And it's so funny because when I was little, I was like, that's so bad. Like, I was like so judgmental over it. But actually, there's like Sunday school at church. We were like talking about it, and
Before that, we were even discussing it.
we were talking about it.
Yeah.
But then we heard something at Sunday school, like they were going more in depth about like drinking,
Mm-hmm.
and just talking about how like the Bible doesn't say that it's a sin to drink, but it is a sin to like get drunk, obviously.
Be a drunkard, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like,
or well drunk,
I don't know
as
how
your
it's
father
worded.
described.
Don't take any of this, you know, we're not the Bible or whatever, but just from like what we got from it.
Yeah. Go read it yourself, obviously, or
Yeah.
find verses about it.
Yeah. I feel like I hate talking about like stuff like this because I feel like I'm always going to say the wrong thing. So don't take this for like word for word, but basically what we kind of got out of it was like drinking isn't a sin, getting drunk is a sin.
Mm-hmm.
And also if you think about it, that does make sense because like Jesus was perfect, he never sinned.
Mm-hmm.
But he did drink wine, which I've heard people bring up the thing like, well, wine didn't used to be alcohol back then, or like it wasn't strong alcohol.
Wine wasn't a high percentage, yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. Anyways, it's just interesting to like look at that like Jesus did drink wine.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, so I feel like our personal like convictions is like we're okay with drinking. We
Mhm.
don't get drunk. And I'd say we're pretty like
It's
not super
maybe
out there with the drinking.
once a month if we partake.
Yeah.
Maybe
I feel like it's further apart than that.
even that.
Yeah. I feel like because, like, obviously you got me, like, wine for my birthday and
Mhm.
stuff like that. But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like we've had it because it was, like, we were celebrating my birthday. But
Yeah.
I feel like normally we don't just have it in our
No,
fridge.
never, hardly ever.
Yeah.
There's months that go by.
And
that
if we do,
never
it's
have
like
it.
what, like the one bottle that we've had in there for, like, the same
Yeah.
6 months. It's just, like, sitting in there. And then, like, we throw it away.
There was one I bought when we first got married that I had.
He's older than me, so
Yeah, I had it in
been-
there. It was almost for the whole 2 year, like a year and a half that we've been married.
Yeah. And I was like, can I throw this away? Because I don't think
No.
we're going to drink this. So, anyways, the point being, we don't really keep it in our fridge a lot. And I don't know if we'll change our, thought process on it whenever we have kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think that they need to think it's like a sin. Like, because like we
Yeah.
just said, like, we don't believe it's a sin. So
I don't think it should also be readily available for
Yeah.
whoever to get into and
Yeah.
all that.
So I don't know if it'll change when we have kids, but like right now we're pretty like it sounds stupid to say private, but like we don't really drink in social situations. Maybe every once in a while. Like I think I've maybe done that once, and like you've done it maybe a couple times.
Yeah.
But for the most part, we only like to do it when we're safe at home.
Yeah.
We're not driving. When it's just the two of us.
Yeah.
And do you have anything to add to that?
We never drive on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't like drink.
regardless.
I will not drive at all. Like if I drink anything, I don't want to drive.
Yeah. Regardless of what it is or what your blood alcohol content is.
Yeah. I don't know. That just scares me, which I'm sure at some point, I mean, if I'm out somewhere and I drank something and I had to drive home, but I would just be like very cautious with that and
Yeah.
give a lot of time. I don't know. That's just something that really scares me. So, definitely not something I feel comfortable
Yeah.
with. That's another reason we don't like drinking out in situations.
Or out in public or
Yeah,
whatever.
because we don't want to have to drive home. And like obviously we have friends that do, and like we know it, like it can be safe if you're giving enough time and stuff like that. But
or you're taking an Uber home or being
Yeah.
smart about it or having a designated driver.
I mean like just for us. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
For-
I just don't
just
feel
a
super confident doing that. So
A personal preference, which everyone's like, well, just learn your limit. Learn your limit and know what your limit is. Yes, true, but you never know. The bartender could be adding more than what is expected,
Which
which is
we don't go to,
technically
like-
illegal.
You're making it sound like we go to the bar.
No, I know. And I was going to add on top of that, we also don't go out to drink.
Yeah, we don't go out to clubs. We don't go out to bars. We don't drink at restaurants.
Expensive. I don't like the environment.
Yeah, we don't like the environment of that. And like he said, it's way too expensive. We wouldn't. Like, even at a restaurant, we're not going to get alcohol. It's too expensive.
Yeah.
Like, it just feels like a waste of money. Like, you could go buy a bottle of wine for the same price as one cup at, like, a restaurant.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. So that's why that's another reason why we personally don't drink out in public, just because it's outrageous and we don't like to drive. So there's just a lot of factors that, like, go into it. But I feel like we have a pretty, like, healthy boundary set with it. Like,
it's not every week. It's not.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, it's not.
It's not to the point where it's affecting our relationship or anything like that. Creating strong boundaries with things that can go overboard is really healthy. And making sure that you know your stance on it.
I feel like it's healthy too that, like, neither one of us is, like, attached to it.
Yeah,
like,
I could go tomorrow and never drink another sip ever in my life.
And really, like, yeah, I feel like that's a good thing. Like, it's definitely not something we're, like, addicted to or something we feel like we can't live without. Like, we could both, like, be fine with never drinking again, you know? But it's just something that we haven't, like, personally, I feel like we haven't, like, felt, like, convicted not to drink. You know what I mean? I feel like growing up, I felt strongly about it, but I also feel like that was the environment I was raised in. Like, it wasn't really me making a decision about it. It was kind of just, like, the way I was raised. But now that I'm an adult, like, obviously my parents let me make my own decisions, obviously.
It's so funny to me. When I was a younger kid, I have a similar story of my sister just turning 21. She was still in the house, and she, like, bought a bottle of wine somewhere, and she had it out in the barn. In the garage. Sorry, not the barn.
Like, wait, watch.
She had it out in the garage, and I, like, opened it up to go get the leash for the dog because I was taking it for a walk. And I saw it, and I ran to my mom. It's like, Mom, do you know my sister's drinking? She's an alcoholic. And my mom was like, she's 21. She can make her own decision.
That's funny.
So I grew up in the same manner.
That's how it was too for me, because I'd go spend the night with, like, my grandparents, and they'd have, like, alcohol in their fridge. Yeah. Because I feel like as a kid you can kind of tell, because the bottles, obviously you don't recognize the bottles. But anyways, I would see it in their fridge and I'd be like, oh my gosh, Mom and Dad, like, they literally have beer in their fridge or something. I don't know. Anyways, it was just, like, a super big deal when you're a kid. Which, I don't know, like, I respect my parents for not drinking, and, like, they really have never, like, I've never seen them drink. I'm sure they've probably done it at some point in their life, but I've never seen them drink.
Never around you or
and I don't even think they drink alone. I don't really know. But anyways, I don't know. I just feel like it's a personal preference thing. Obviously, it doesn't.
Yeah, no judgment to the people.
It's not like it, like, benefits your life, but it's just a personal choice that you get to make like anything else. And as long as you're doing it with, like, a healthy boundary, I feel like if it's not a sin and you're doing it with a healthy boundary, you know what I mean? Yeah. Obviously, anything can be taken to the extreme. Yeah. And be wrongfully used. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Just about everything and anything can be taken like that. Like you said, like, you could take anything to the extreme that could affect your relationship.
Or, not even really just anything. Yeah. I mean, like, even, like, I don't know. Anyways,
hobbies,
whatever.
All sorts of stuff, yeah.
Really just anything in your life that you let, like, take total control over you, and it's, like, kind of like an idol in your life, like, above everything else.
But you also have to have somebody that'll watch over you. Like, I have you and you have me to make sure that we're keeping each other accountable. Yeah. So.
Anyways, so yeah, 21. I'm super old. I feel super old. I know everybody gets mad when I say that. They're like, 21 is not super old.
You're still a baby.
But it feels old for me. And yeah, life is just not going quite how I saw it going at this point. Yeah. Looking back when I was younger, I was like, I'm gonna get married at 18. I'm gonna start having kids. Like, and we've done past episodes about where we are with like kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Like we're thinking towards that, but our goal has been kind of to like get a house, purchase a house before we start having kids. Especially Clayton, he really wants to do that.
I really, really would like a bigger house.
And so that's something that we've been trying to figure out. We're like a year and a half into marriage now.
Yeah.
And I think we both kind of saw ourselves being in our own house by now.
Or close to it, or on the way to it.
I personally thought we were going to be in our own house.
Really? I thought it was going to be at least another year before we were going to, like a year
I was
of
thinking
being
like
here.
6 months after, to like a year after marriage, we would like have our own place.
Shoosh.
And so now it's been a year and a half. So it's gone a little past what I was thinking, and we still don't have a place. And
but see, the thing is we've been working on it. We've genuinely been like
which
looking.
is the discouraging part. We've been looking since before we got married, and we just literally haven't found anything really. I mean, like, and I feel like the other part of that is, yeah, I just burped. Hopefully they couldn't hear that.
I think it doesn't.
I feel like the other part of it is we do have a good situation right now. Like we're renting from my parents, so like we don't have like a lease or anything. Like we're not signed to anything. We can get up and leave at any time. We can stay as long as we need. Like my parents have been like really good to us and like let us do that. Yeah. So I feel like that's when I say we haven't found anything. We've found things that could work, but we're in a season right now where we don't have to settle for something that we don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like we found houses that could work, but they're not our dream house.
They're not houses that could work in the future. They're not houses. So
they're not ideal houses. Like we're overpaying for something that needs a lot of work, or like, you know, something like that. Like, yes, we could make that work, but is that what works best for us?
I was going to say, so we decided to really lean more towards the land, which where we live, land is super sparse depending on where the area we're wanting and how close we wanted it to work. I wanted to stay in between the 30 to 45 minute range for my work, which is still a long drive for most people.
Yeah, I feel like we've leaned more close to like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, or like 30, 35. I feel like you really don't want to be past that.
Well, I'm
like you maybe would if we found a good place, but I feel like we haven't.
I'm okay up till 45 minutes. And then past that, it's just too much time. Because I was doing that at my parents' place when I was working. It was like 45 minutes. Yeah. It was like 45 minutes from everything.
From their house to work and work back. So it's like an hour and a half in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. And right now he's driving like almost an hour both ways. So it's like 2 hours in the car a day.
Yeah.
So that's another reason we kind of want to get our own place, just because like the commute,
gas, mileage,
which my dad does it. Yeah, I know, it's crazy because my dad does it, and he's all like done that pretty much my whole childhood.
And he's even further than I am.
Yeah, so that's crazy. But I mean, obviously, so I mean, it works for some people. Like it's working for now.
Yeah.
But you personally don't want to drive that far, and I'd rather have you like home if we can.
Yeah, if I can be home
get
longer.
you home more and stuff like that. And also your hours at work are just really weird, so it would help to have you be a little closer. But anyways, like he said, the land is just super sparse where we want to live. So it hasn't been easy.
No, it hasn't. And we've been working on one piece of property for the past 6 months, which is insane. I understand things take a long time, or things take a long time, but I don't believe it should have taken this long. It has fallen between like holidays and Thanksgiving and Christmas, for instance, but it just never...
Yeah, my problem with that is like I understand that would prolong it a little bit, but like 6 months seems a little crazy.
Yeah.
We kind of want to do an episode like going into the whole thing. We'll do that later on. But yeah, we've been trying to purchase this one piece of property for 6 months now, and it just keeps getting pushed out and pushed out. Like they've said they're gonna allow us to purchase it.
The past 3 months has been
pushing out the date.
Oh well, okay, hold on. Next month.
Next month. So anyways, it's definitely thrown a wrench into our plans, and just been difficult. Like, it's just not going the way we planned it. Like, we were kind of hoping to be in a house by Christmas, and now we're not probably going to be in one till the next year. So we're probably going to have lived here with, like, on my parents' property for like oh my gosh, I was going to say 2.5 years. No, it'll be past 2 years because we're coming up on 2 years.
About 2 years, whatever. Past 2 years.
That's crazy. 2.5.
It'll be 2 years.
Crazy.
September.
Oh my gosh, it's going by so fast. But I don't know. It's just crazy to see how, like, you never know how your life's gonna go. Like, you have a plan for yourself, but
you had a plan. I didn't have nothing.
You didn't have an idea?
No.
You didn't think we were gonna be in a house?
I didn't know what was gonna happen. I thought we were gonna be close to a house. I guess
I had a plan. Of kind of. I mean, we had a plan together though. Yeah. We made a plan like last month, rough idea. And we were gonna try to be in by Christmas and like start building in May and like all that, but the whole thing's been vetoed. So now we're just kind of like riding by the seat of our pants, just taking it as it comes.
Yeah, if this doesn't happen, then we can do this, or this doesn't happen, we can do this.
Yeah, so it's been interesting for sure. But yeah, like literally, I was talking to my mom the other day, and this was right after the news. We got the news about the land not going through, like we weren't going to be able to purchase it again for an extended amount of time. And I was just like so upset about it. Anyways, me and my mom sat down and started talking, and I literally had like so much anger about it. Like I was so mad and like just upset because we've been looking for so long, and like, you know, we just really want our own place. Like we're happy here, and we're really trying to be like grateful for the situation we're in because it's been really good for us, you know? But at the same time, like, you know, we kind of want to like do our own thing and start our own life, like at our own house and everything. And so anyways,
she also has big plans for the backyard and all sorts of things. Just to add on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have like plans for the whole house, like just things that I just want to decorate, and like, yeah, we have projects we want to do in our backyard, and like he has things he wants to do. He wants to shop, and like, anyways, just stuff that we want to do with our future
extra
house,
free time, things and hobbies and things like that.
But anyways, so it was just really upsetting because I felt like we finally had a plan and like everything was going to go through, and then it got extended again. And I was just talking to my mom, and I literally just like started bawling my eyes out.
So dramatic.
And I hate crying in front of people, so I felt really embarrassed. And my mom was like, "It's fine, just cry." And I like did not want to cry because I get really embarrassed, and I like don't want to look weak in front of other people, so I hate crying. But literally, I was just, I don't know. It's just upsetting when life doesn't go your way. And I was literally telling her that, like, I was like, it just feels like nothing is like going the right way. Like, life's just been really hard lately. And then she was like, "Well, you have a happy marriage and you seem really happy with your husband, so I think life's going your way." True. I was like, yeah, you're right. That's the only thing that's going my way right now.
That's not true. I feel like your business is doing really good.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but I don't know. Like, you know, I've been like struggling in it. Like, it's going good, but like just struggling to like find inspiration and like motivation, which I feel like it's been a little bit better lately, but
well, it's getting back into summer, you know, summer vibes.
I like summer better, but I don't know. It's just, it gets hard sometimes. Like, I don't know.
Constantly push yourself, and
it's hard to like
being
find
your own motivator is hard.
Motivation and inspiration and come up with all the creative ideas. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. But I was like, yeah, I am really thankful for you because you're like the only thing that's keeping me together.
On the rock. On the rock.
Yeah, which like obviously I have God too and stuff. But
well, yeah, I'm not the main rock, but I am a rock.
I didn't want it to sound like that. But yeah, basically like earthly things, you're like the only thing that's feels like it's going the right way. Like everything else has just been like a struggle, and I don't know, it's just not going how I saw it going.
Well, I'm pretty happy too, just so you know, just to clarify that it's not a one-sided thing. I am also very happy.
Good. But yeah, I don't know. Another thing that's been going on lately is for the past like month and a half now, I've been having like some health issues. I don't know, like just something in my abdominal area is not feeling right. And so anyways, I've been like going back and forth with my doctor about it. At first I was like, maybe it's not a big deal, but like it's still bothering me, and it's been like a month and a half now. So I'm looking into it with my doctor. And probably most of y'all don't know, but the people that know us that are listening know that my little sister actually had cancer. She had, I am probably going to say this wrong, neuroblastoma cancer in her liver. And it's like a really aggressive cancer. Anyways, she passed away from that in 2020. And so just like having health issues when you have like family history is like so nerve-wracking, because at least for me, I don't know, because it's like just scary to know like what's happened in your family before, and then know that like something is off with you. And so anyways, my doctor had me go get like a CT scan. I did that yesterday, and I got blood work done and a urine test. So
not blood work yet.
Yeah. So
golly,
yesterday
people.
was just it was just a bad day, which it's kind of funny. Like, honestly, at this point, I'm just taking it as humorous. But I left the house to go to a doctor's appointment, and I woke up that morning like with a stuffy nose and a headache. And I told Clayton, I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling very good, but like I had a couple doctor's appointments, so I still needed to go. Anyways, so I leave the house. We live about an hour away from the doctor. I'm about, I think, 40 minutes into the drive, 45 minutes in. And for the past like 15 minutes, I'd been feeling kind of nauseous. And I realized I had a migraine. And we've talked about this before. When I get migraines, it is not pretty. Like, I literally throw up whatever I have in my system. And it's just really bad. Like, I'm super sensitive to light. So anyways, I'm driving in the morning. It's super bright outside, and like it's really bothering me, and I start feeling like I'm gonna throw up while I'm driving down the highway going like 75 miles per hour. So pretty stressful. And so then I just like started like talking out loud to like God. I was like, God, please like help me, like get me like help this like go away, or like help me get off the highway or something, because I was like literally worried I was about to start throwing everything up while I'm driving down the highway. Anyways, I just got really frightened. I literally grabbed, you know, the bags we used to do our like Aldi groceries in, like the reusable bags. I had them in the back seat of my car. I literally grabbed one and put it in my lap because I literally thought I was about to like upchuck everything.
Man.
Yeah.
We got to figure out this whole headache thing going on for you.
Well, I would have taken that medicine that helps before I left, but I literally thought I was having a headache, so I took Advil or whatever, and I didn't know it was a migraine, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
A migraine. But anyways, so I pull off the highway to like this, like, I saw an exit, and so I was like, all right, I guess this is it. So I take the exit, and I pull off to this like abandoned gas station, and there's like a truck sitting in the parking lot, and I like open my door and like spit out some stuff outside, you know, like that I hope this is not triggering anyone, but the throw up stuff.
Pre-vomit.
Yeah. And I just sat there, and I was like, I really hope I don't throw up, and like I really need to go because I'm going to be late to my appointment. So I sat there for about 5 minutes, and I had some like peppermint oil that somebody gave me like years ago. I had it in my car. So I started sniffing that and like rubbing it on my like temples and stuff. For some reason, like it's probably proven fact, but the peppermint and like the mint really, really helps. So I like had some mints in my car, and I was like sucking on those, and that like really helps. So anyways, sat there for like 5 minutes, left, made it to the doctor's. I had been trying to drink water that morning so that they could like do my blood work, because I knew I was getting blood work done. And I drank like a Stanley and a half, but I had to stop drinking water because it was making me feel nauseous. So I get there. She tries to find my blood veins in my arms. She can't find it in my right arm, so she goes to my left arm. And then she pokes me, tries to draw the blood out of that arm. She can't get it out. So then she's like, okay, we could try your hand. So she pokes me in my hand and tries to do it that way. Doesn't get anything out. And it was so crazy. And so I was like, okay, should I just come back later? And so she was like, yeah, just go to your other appointment, come back later. So then I go to my CT scan.
I hate needles. I'm gonna throw that out there now.
Yeah, well, I hate them too, but I've just had to get so much blood work
Like,
done.
I've had
I'm
so
so
many
used to
bad
it.
experiences with needles, and it's not
You're so funny.
awesome. No, I've had more than just the one, but
well, I don't think anybody's experience with needles are good.
I hate it.
I literally sat there though, like literally, she's like, "I hope this doesn't hurt. Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I'm just sitting there, like she poked me like 5 times, and I'm like just sitting there, like whatever. Low key, my veins are sore today.
Well, no crap.
They kind of hurt, which is weird because she didn't even draw any blood. But anyways, I drive over to my CT scan place, right? And I was super early because I had time in between appointments. I sit there for like 30 minutes, and then I start looking at the photos and realize I'm not at the right location because I guess they had recently switched locations and they still had their sign up, and that's still where maps took me. So I literally went to the wrong location. So then I'm stressed out. I drive over to the other location. I go inside. It was super expensive. It was literally like $600 to get a CT scan of my stomach. $600. Insane. Like, she literally was like, okay, that'll be $600. So I paid her before the appointment. And then I was like, is it okay if I go to the bathroom? So I went to the bathroom. I go sit in the waiting room. They didn't call me. So then I started worrying that they called me when I was in the bathroom. No, I sat there for 30 minutes past my appointment time and they still hadn't called me.
They're so busy doing other things.
Started to get worried that they like called me and I wasn't in there when they called me. Anyways, sorry.
Someone's mowing.
My dad's mowing outside, and I'm like, I hope y'all can't hear that. But anyways, they finally called me and they had me drink like this nasty little bottle. It looked like water. She's like, it looks like water, but it's not. And it was so gross. Definitely wasn't water. They had me drink this liquid. I don't even know what it was for. And then I went back to the thing. She had me lay down on the table and she put an IV in my arm. So that was poke number 3 of the day.
So somebody somehow got something in your arm.
Yeah. I don't know. But she didn't have to draw anything out. The girl was getting the needles in my arm. She just wasn't able to get anything out.
Sorry, that just like, it hurts my innards.
No, I know. I used to be so scared of needles. I'm just so desensitized now. I've had so many like.
Makes me seize up inside.
Yeah. So, anyways, she puts the IV in, and it was just so weird. That was like really like scaring me. I don't know. I was just sitting there so scared. I was like, I hope nothing is super wrong, because like obviously people do those types of scans for like cancer and stuff, so obviously that was what was going through my head the whole time. Like, what if I have cancer? Like, what if I'm gonna die? Like, genuinely, I've been thinking about that for the past week now, since I've known I had that scheduled, and it's just really scary. But anyways, you just basically like go in and out of this big like tube.
Big old donut.
You like hold your breath and it like scans. And then for the second half, she like actually put something in the IV and it makes you feel like you peed your pants. It's super weird. She was like, this is going to make you feel like you pee your pants. Like, basically hooks you up. She hits go and it starts like going through your body and it feels like really warm. Like, you can feel it like going all through your body. And then when it gets down to like your stomach area, you literally feel like you peed your pants.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that happened, and then she did the scans again. I guess it makes like contrast in your stomach so they can see certain things better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Anyways, so it wasn't really bad other than me just being worried the whole time that I like was going to have something terribly wrong with me, which I still haven't gotten the results for, so I guess I still could, but I'm just trying to be positive about it.
We'll keep updates.
But anyways, so I have no idea what's going on, but hopefully we will figure that out soon.
Thoughts and prayers, please.
Yeah, prayers would be appreciated. I'm going back for a follow-up appointment tomorrow and all of that, so hopefully I'll know something then. But yeah, anyways, after that was done, I went back over to the place again. I drank like 2 more cups of water, big cups of water, and she tried to draw my blood again. She tried this arm again, and then my other arm. Neither worked. So I'm getting my blood work done tomorrow again.
You better be drinking water today, dude. Literally,
dude, for real.
For those who are listening and those who have the video, it's literally just like dots all around her vein where her arm is, and it's so bad.
Well, I mean, you can
it
barely
looks
see him
like
today.
when she first got home, it looked like they were like stabbing her
Me.
like 20 or 30 times. It was like
Yeah.
so red and like so many holes. Ugh.
Yeah. I don't know. It definitely wasn't my favorite day. I literally was like, the girl was like, I feel so bad. I was like, it's okay. Honestly, this day has just been pretty awful, but it's okay. It was like a terrible day. And then I think whatever they gave me was like literally giving me the runs after in the bathroom.
Okay, TMI, baby.
What? I'm just saying.
TMI, baby. All right, we're
I'm just
talking about
giving y'all
all
the
the
full
areas.
experience. I hope nobody is triggered by all these medical things, but whatever they pumped into my stomach or gave me, literally, it was bad. You knew it was bad. I barely made it home.
Oh,
Anyways.
so sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm just like a super open person and whatever. Anyways. So yeah, that's how my experience went with that. It's scary not knowing what's wrong with me, but hopefully we'll figure that out soon. And yeah, if you remember to, please pray for me and us in case it's something bad.
No, it'll be okay.
I'm worried about it.
It'll be
Hopefully it's
fine. It'll be fine.
But anyways, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we wanted to like talk about, cover. I know you're looking for a new job right now.
Yeah, I've been busting my tail for a new job. New job market's terrible. Nobody is hiring, and even if you do go through the job application process, they don't even end up hiring you. I'm currently working with a mentor, and he and his sister are both in the hiring area, basically like onboarding and stuff like that.
They hire people?
Yeah, they hire people as well.
Oh, okay.
Like a recruiter almost. And it's mainly people are getting applications. They're getting their resume looked at. And 50% of them stop there. And then if they make it past that 50%, then they go to interviews. And then they'll do a few interviews, and then the other 25% won't make it there. And then once you make it past all that, that other 25% either ends up going through the onboarding process and gets fired, or they get laid off before they even get to the onboarding process.
That's weird.
There's not a lot of people right now that are getting new jobs.
I wonder why.
I don't know. It's crazy. There's a lot of new jobs being listed, but there's not a lot of people that are accepting. Especially where I work, there's a lot of openings. And there's people that are getting jobs, but it's people that know each other or are buddy. So anybody on the outside doesn't really have a shot in that area. So it's been really hard. We've been really working on certificates, adding stuff to my resume, working on my resume, working on interviews. Just hasn't been going well. So
hopefully something will work out.
It'll work out eventually. It's just been kind of rough, and I know it's not just rough for me. So that's kind of nice.
Which you're also blessed with like a really good job right now.
Yeah, I'm in a good position.
It's so funny. Everybody always asks me like, "Wait, why is he trying to get a new job?" Because he has a good job right now.
Yeah.
Like, but you know, you just want to do something new, and you want to keep
I've
growing
been there,
and learning.
I've been there for 2 years. I've learned just about
Which
everything.
people are probably like thinking, you know, some guys stay at their job for like 50 years.
Yeah, well, yeah, but a lot of the people that stay at their job for that 50 years, they're not doing the exact same thing. I've been doing the exact same thing for 2 years now, and I've learned everything in my area, everything that there is to learn, and I've improved. I've gotten just about everything that I can out of it, and now it's just kind of coasting, which I don't really like. I'd much rather
keep learning and stuff.
Keep learning and grow upon my knowledge.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see what opportunity works out. Because I know there has to be something really good that's going to work out for you.
We'll see.
I have a feeling.
We'll see.
Every closed door is just one closer door to the one that's right for you, babe.
So
poetic.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I need to tell myself that. Anyways, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode, us just catching up with y'all, and
if y'all like this style more, let us know.
Yeah.
We're kind of trying to decide what we kind of want to do with the podcast and what direction we want to do. We also really would like to hear more from you guys. We were going to probably throw up more polls on Instagram to try to get more ideas and information, and we'd love to hear more from you.
So if you don't follow us yet, go follow us. It's at Clayton and Katherine.
Yeah.
And yeah, we will see you guys, or I guess talk to you guys next week.
Bye.